Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to discuss the type of salary that different category type of nurses usually get. I'm not going to highlight them in order, but I'm just going to state specific type of specific salary to a category of nurses, to a specific category of nurses. For example, I'm not going to highlight them in order, so don't expect me to highlight them from top to the bottom or from bottom to the top. So let's get to know what is nursing and all this. This question this topic or this video specifically, I'm answering a person who asked me. This person was asking me about between these specific specialists and this specific specialist, which one is better, which one is paying a lot. So it's like this person wanted to specialize in a specific field according to the salary. So just watch the video and you will get maybe the point that you wanted to know. So nursing is a healthcare profession that has over time grown to become one of the most lucrative jobs in the world. Since the establishment of nursing, since the establishment of Nursing Council of Kenya, that is NCK, in the year 1983, I know you don't know when was Nursing K was established. The body has continued to improve some standard of healthcare and some fact about nursing. A lot of improvement has been put in place since the establishment of nursing as a profession. So in Kenya, depend on largely on the institution or the hospital he or she you are working in, or generally in average nursing in the country, and about 41,000, around 40 to 41,000. That is generally average nursing, a nurse, and about 40 to 41,000 basic salary. But most significantly, nurses' salary in Kenya is also based on the category and the rank. Yeah, it's also based on the category and the rank of different type. So the salary will depend on the type of hospital, the geographical area, the level of education. The salary will depend on a lot of things. So we are going to look on those category of nurses and the salary they earn. But I've said I'm not going to do what to highlight them in order. So before I get in those categories, I want to say this nursing job is a very demanding one that require patience. Hence, it is pertaining. It is. Let me say, it is very nice. It is okay for nurses to be getting appropriate and adequate salary. Nurses are paid differently based on their educational level. Yes, they are paid based on different educational level, because a certificate nurse will not get the same salary with a diploma nurse. A diploma nurse will not get the same salary with a degree nurse and a master and a PhD nurse. And also salary will also depend on the location, on the geographical location. You get that somebody who is in places where there are a lot of problems will get higher salary compared to that person who is just working in a very good environment without any problem. And also specialization. If you have been specialized in any field, your salary is always high. Yeah, your salary is always high. Also, when you are working in a bigger hospital, your also salary is also will be higher compared to someone who is working maybe in a smaller health facility. For example, someone who is working in Kenyatta Hospital will not get the same salary with somebody who is working in a health center in the village. And also the salary will also depend on the work experience. If you have worked for more than 10 years, you will not get the same salary with the person who has just joined nursing recently. So those are some factors which will depend on the amount of salary nurses will get in Kenya, and also I think in overall in the whole world. Those are some of the common factors that most professions usually consider when they want to employ somebody or they want to allocate salary. So let's start with the first that I know. It's about anesthetic nurse. Anesthetic is an advanced practitioner who work in collaboration with the surgeon, pediatrician, dentist, anesthesiologist, and other professionals to ensure safety in administration of anesthetics during maybe surgery or maybe during major or minor surgery. That is this work. So to become an anesthetic nurse in Kenya, you must have a bachelor, BSN, or a degree of nursing, and then for about and also you have to get 1 to 2 years experience in critical care unit or in ICU, and also you have to be a registered nurse in Kenya. So the salary of this person of anesthetics nurse will start from the basic salary. Apart from the allowance, it will start from 95 and above. Yeah, it will be from 95 and above. That is what I got from trusted sources. So we also have a group of nurses, or this category of nurses. This is called registered professional nurse. This person usually gets, this nurse or this type of nurse usually gets 70,000 and above. So professional nurse is an individual under a license or professional practice nursing. Her job description include directing, teaching, coaching, and supervising less skilled professionals. When you are an intern or you are nursing a student, these are the people who will supervise you, and their salary will be 7,000 and above. They can get more. They usually get 7,000 and above. We also have military nurse. Military nurse are registered nurse with license who work under the contract. They work under the contract to provide medical and healthcare to patients only in military clinic and hospitals. They are among the most respected in the field and also enjoy extra job, extra allowance, extra housing allowance, extra benefits, extra bonus, educational loan. They enjoy a lot of allowance, and this type of nurses usually they get about 74,000 to 72,000, depending on the other factors that I see, both the experience, the level of education, the working environment, and also working experience. We also have emergency nurse. Emergency nurse are of the category of nurses who work in specialists within the field of professional nursing. Their primary role is to care for patients who require immediate and prompt medical attention to avoid death or long-term disability. To become emergency nurse in Kenya, one must have passed Bachelor of Science in degree nursing and then undergone special training in approved hospital for 1 year, and their salary start from 58 and above. 58 and above. That is their average salary, basic salary, start from 58 and above. Depending on the experience, depending on the year of practice, depending on the environment, depending on a lot of things that I said before, they can get more of that. Yeah. The second type of nursing or category of nursing or specialist is nurse tutor. Hey, this is the field that I thought usually get a lot of money, but according to my research, let me just keep quiet. So in Kenya, the average salary of this type of tutor nurse, who can also be called an educator, they usually get about 43,000 and above. Depending on those factors, they can get higher. Though there are nurses that have obtained higher degree, and they have obtained higher degree that allow them to teach nursing courses in university or college or colleges. They work as a faculty member in nursing school and also in teaching hospital, and are responsible for training individuals with pre and post registration teaching in higher education. So those were our lecturers. They usually get about 43,000 basic salary, but I know depending on those factors, they can get up to 100. Yes, they can get up to 100 or past 43,000. So psychiatric nurse in Kenya usually get typically 115,000 per month, and it can range from the lowest is 59,000 plus to 176,000, depending on in those factors. The lowest is usually 59,000 to 176,000. Yeah, psychiatric nurse is a nurse that works in the department of people who are mentally challenged, and this psychiatric nurse must have license from general nursing, and they have also for you to become a psychiatric nurse, you have to go for a psychiatric training for about, I think, 1 to 2 years. Yeah, 1 to 2 years in Kenya, and then you become psychiatric nurse, and then you can get as much as 176,000 in Kenya. So let's talk about theater nurse. Theater nurse usually work in theater during the surgery. They usually arrange the equipment before the surgery. They also they work hand in hand with the surgeon during the surgery, and also they watch everything that takes place in theater. They are responsible for every mistake that happen in theater, and also they are supposed to take care of the theater equipment, everything. They arrange the theater room, everything. So these people usually get about 67,000 to 197,000, depending on those factors. They can get as much as 197,000. So that is the salary of who? Theater nurse. Yeah. So I think when I joined nursing, I wanted to become a theater nurse. The salary is good, and the demand is low, because a lot of people has done it, has specialized on that field. So that is their salary. So the next category of nursing, or the next category of nurses with their salary is ICU nurse. ICU nurse usually work in the ICU. What is the meaning of ICU? Intensive care unit. Intensive care unit, and those who are in critical condition, those who need oxygen. ICU nurse is the person who should take care of them. Those who monitor vitals in the ICU, those who observe those patients in the ICU and do everything on the patient when the patient is still in ICU. They usually get a salary of 67 to up to 197. Yeah, 67 up to 197. The next category of group of nurses is pediatric nurse. Pediatric nurse usually work in the pediatric ward, giving care to all those pediatric patients, and This type of nurse usually gets about 71,000 and above. Yeah, 71,000 and above. And the next group of nurse is NBU nurse, newborn unit, newborn care unit or newborn unit. To those who are looking, or those who are taking care of premature the babies who have developed condition immediately after delivery up to 28 weeks. After delivery, this nurse usually get about 63,000 and above. The next one and the last one that I'm going to talk about is a cardiologist nurse or cardiology. Yeah, cardiology nurse. Cardiology nurse deal with patients who are having heart condition, and this category of nurses usually get about 70,000 and above. So from the highlight of that I've talked about, or from the nurses or the specialists, the type of specialists that I've talked about in this video, you can get to know which type of, or which group of, which category of nurses usually get the highest amount of basic salary. I've said when I was starting this video that the salary for you, for you to get the highest salary, or for you to get such amount of salary, or a specific type of amount of salary, there are some factors that they will look into: the work experience, the number of the size of the hospital, the geographical location, the educational level, and yeah. So about those are the things that they can consider, they usually consider when they want to allocate salary. So somebody can get the amount of salary that I've stated here, or they can get more of that, because I was just ranging them from the lowest maybe to the highest. But okay, let me say that if you know, if you know a specific category of nurses that with the amount of salary that usually they usually get, let me know in the comment section, and I think I've highlighted some of them. Okay, see you next time. See you in my next video. If you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe, like, share, comment, and let me know what you want me to talk about in the next video. See you, or bye till next time.